Hi, beautiful people. How are we doing today? This is another Monday Nugget with Stitch Art, and I'm the face behind Stitch Art Fashion School. All right, so what are we doing today? How are you? This is a new week, and we expect that, having rested the weekend, that you came back to work fully energized. So I want to put the story for us to hear. Let's start with a story this morning. There is a story I heard about. I actually heard the story, and I'm sure it's almost true. Or let's just learn from the story. The young man is actually a lover of children, and the story has it that when he's coming back from work, he will buy candy tag, popularly called sweets around our environment here for the children, and he will share it to the children. And of course that attracts more children, and he keeps buying more candy. And one day he came back from work with a new car, and the excitement was everywhere. And of course the children, as usual, expected their own Uncle Oyoyo gift, which is the sweet. Now, something interesting happened after this episode of car warming stuff. The number of children that comes out to welcome him started reducing. He noticed it. He thought he didn't take it to be anything initially, but after some time, it became a source of worry to him that most of these children, immediately they see him, tends to disappear instead of coming to welcome him as usual. So one day, one came close to him. In fact, the story has it that they eventually stopped coming to welcome him. Then one day, he saw a child, one of the boys that normally come to welcome him, and he was like, what is happening? And the boy said, my mother said, we should not collect sweet from you again, that you are using our destiny. You are giving us sweet in exchange for our destiny. And the young man was very hot. He was hot. He should be. Especially when you are doing something from a place of good intention. And a few months after, he moved away from the area. He went to another area. Now, getting to that area, he felt he has learned his lesson. No more candy. He wasn't even friendly. He had this unfriendly disposition to people around him. Then another rumor started that he's a wicked man. They had nothing good to say about him. And I'm going to be ending the story here. I would have loved to know how he wants to react to this new turn of events. Honestly, I would have really loved. I'm sure you would love to know how he would. Is he going to move away again and go to somewhere else and be friendly? How will he reconcile this time around? And that leads us to our Monday Nuggets. Please be yourself. Be yourself. I remember not so long ago, somebody called me over the phone. A neighbor, quite an elder, not so elderly, but an elderly man. It was a very short conversation. He called me by my name and said in Igbo, and I'm going to say it, then I'll try to interpret it in English. He said, in Yoruba, it means Toba da Ọlọ́run ẹ, Toba da ẹ lójú, tó dá Ọlọ́run ẹ lójú, ṣe nǹkan tó wù ẹ́. I wish I could speak Hausa. I would have repeated it in Hausa. I don't know what he heard, and I don't know whatever would have brought. It was a very short conversation after the pleasantry, and he dropped the phone. I never asked him where it was coming from, why or anything. I just took the instruction for what it was, an instruction. And I have always used that as a yardstick in dealing with people, because thinking what this is thinking, what would think so, it's going to be overwhelming. You can imagine the young man, will he move again because people said he's this is that? Will he keep moving? Yes, it could hurt, it should hurt you, especially when you have good intention. But you need to learn to be yourself. you should learn to celebrate your being. It's their duty, and people have a right to look at you, or I don't know, will I say right? Or it's their right to say what they want to say, interpret situation the way they deem it fit. It is also your sole right to how you react to these things. So this morning we are saying, be yourself. Then bringing it to the business terrain. You must learn to stay on your own lane. You must you must celebrate your process. You can't be in every lane, on every lane at the same time. Take it one at a time. Be yourself. Learn from your process. There's nothing wrong in ghosting people and seeing what they are doing, but learn from your own. Stay on your lane. Celebrate your process. So this is another Monday morning, and it could actually be interesting. It's been interesting, honestly. The journey, the journey, my journey as an entrepreneur has been wonderful. It's been a learning process for me. Learn along with me.